And we're going live. Gonna tweet out all those fun things. Did I tweet? Gotta update my stream title. Hey Hannah! Hey Hannah! Okay, let me send a challenge. $45.45. I'm white. Yes. $4 an hour. Okay, I lied to everyone. We're delaying till 6 o'clock. My opponent just messaged me on Slack and asked if we could play an hour later. So we'll be playing in an hour, but I'll come up with something to do in the meantime. Let's do some tactics, why not? Seems good. What could be wrong with doing some tactics? What a brilliant idea. Who would have thought of it? No one except my genius self. Hey Kyle, how you doing, man? He's probably doing some prep. That I don't know how effective that prep is going to be. I have something special lined up. I've had this idea for a while. I'm really excited. Okay. Is this showing up? Great, it is. Let's do some quickies, some medium quickies. Let me open my laptop so I can bring up the chat on the other computer. Oh, whoops. Because it's annoying looking at the chat on the same computer. It's Chastity, my man. I always put in the title. Chastity's my go-to tactics. It's good stuff. Hannah, did you flood the house again? What? Did you flood the house? Almost, but I caught it just in time. Oh my god. Remember when there was water going through our ceiling? Yes. Think of the poor people. I didn't flood this time. Yeah, Hannah, I'm only joking. I wasn't being serious. Yeah, let's do some mediums. Kick us off. Oh, I have one going already. Who knew? Queen c7, saving the queen. But my queen can go anywhere, really. Queen b7, taking a pawn. Pawns. Yeah, I'm gonna take the pawn, and I'm gonna ask questions later. Beautiful. Okay, white to play. We're down the exchange, but we have 3 pawns for the exchange. That's an awful lot of pawns. We also have knight fork motifs. Some e6 idea, maybe? No, that's not working. So I'm not currently under any major threat. Like if I had this in a blitz game, I would play b4, probably. This rook is low on squares. I think that's the idea. Something like bishop b4. Bishop b4, rook d8, queen d7. Rook e6. What's going on here? Oh no, that hangs the bishop. Yeah, this seems pretty convincing, right? Bishop b4, rook e8, queen d7. You can't guard this. You can't guard with the queen. This check is totally inconsequential. The bishop can't do anything useful. Yeah, that appears to win. And now I'm going to grab this piece. Beautiful. Yes, of course you're allowed to help. Post lines. I might not look, but you can post lines for fun. I love help. What's material? Material's even. Or pieces are even. Pawns, this is an extra pawn. Take the queen and take the bishop. That's a piece. It's a full piece. Great. That's why these are the easy ones. Yeah, don't help in the game. That would be bad. Now it's fine during the game. Can't be helping. Oh, my window's a little. Well, but we do that so that we can see the cafe. What's going on? Black to move. I'm going up the board. There was a lot of rook versus bishop pawn endings featured at the World Cup, funnily enough. Here it must be just cutting the king. And then you push the pawn. Yeah, I missed one in this set earlier. I was totally blind to this pattern of there was this puzzle. There was a trapped piece on h6 that just totally didn't register with me because it's not so obvious this piece is trapped because the g5 square is available to it, but you have this nice move knight g8, which is also like a retreating move. So this pattern was like, I just totally didn't see it. I like took this pawn on c4 when you're actually winning the bishop, the whole bishop. So that was a fun one. All right, let's do hard puzzles. Those are too easy. Let's do something difficult. No set going. All right, what's going on here? Material is vaguely equal. Okay, we're lined up here. Rook takes g2. What's going on? Ooh, this is complicated. Rook takes g2, king takes g2, knight takes f2. What are the possibilities there? Knight takes f2 check, king g1, queen g6, rook g3, and I've managed to pin myself against my king. Takes. What if I leave the knight here? It's like takes and then queen g6 check. And I'm gonna discourage this rook, this anything to g3 move. I'm really gonna discourage it a lot, actually. Takes queen g6 check. King h2. I'm eyeing this. Knight takes f2. It's not checking anymore. The king's on h2. Rook take. Now I'm just confused. Okay, is there something other than rook g2 I need to be analyzing? The problem is if I start with a knight move, like, okay, say knight here, he can throw this chop in. And then if I take here, he's going to chop here. This is a little bit more complicated than I gave it credit for. Takes, 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 takes. There's a check and takes. And I'm lost. I'm not lost, but I'm not winning. Yeah, it doesn't appear to work. Takes, takes, check. So I'm looking at this check now. I think you want. The problem is any check on the G file is like totally lethal to me because this bishop is just eating my king alive. I feel like rook g2 has to be the start. I need something now. But then what? What next? I like this check. King h2. There are elephants on my ceiling. Elephants, I say. How can this knight e2 now? No, rook g1. I'm lost. I'm gonna throw rook g2. I don't see anything else. I don't really understand what else I would be playing here. Let me cast just one last net for candidates. Let's do some like a round of like stupid candidates. Knight g3 is not working, just to get the juices flowing here. Queen f2. Queen f2 is interesting. It's probably really bad though. Yeah, no queen f2. Knight e2 again. Takes. Chook. That's a painful one. Chook and grab. Yeah, I'm gonna go rook g2. And here I was not sure. Here I was not sure at all. So I was looking at this queen g6. I can't make that work. I feel like I should be able to, but I can't. Oh, queen g6, king h2, knight f2. Any knight move is threatening mate. Oh. Any knight move is threatening mate. Oh, there it is. Knight e2, rook g1, knight f1 check. Takes is forced, queen g2 mate. Whew. Now we're talking. Whew. Now we're talking. That's the good stuff. And for anyone who was joining, what was I saying? Oh, my game got delayed for an hour, so my game is going to start in about 50 minutes. That one feels good. That felt good. That was a good one. What's going on here? Materials equal. Bishop is very loose. Can be taken to drag this queen into a discovery. Takes. Knight to b5. Knight to e4. I'm not seeing anything super duper concrete. Ooh, hold on. Takes knight a4, taking these squares from the queen. Maybe I'm looking for a nice trapped queen here. These squares are off limits, these squares are off limits, off limits, off limits, off limits, off limits. Nothing on this fine. Okay, there's this square. This square is available. And this square is available. I have a feeling I'm not. Okay, what about knight a4 right away, right? Because that hits the queen, hits the bishop twice. That's a probably. Oh, ooh. Suspicious. But maybe knight a4 anywhere. Knight a4 takes king f1. And where is your queen going? To e3? It's legal. Queen e3. Rook. Oh, takes. Rook d3. And you have to leave this bishop for dead, I think. No, you can take on g3. Knight a4 takes, king f1, queen e3. This no, you can't take on g3. My rook's on d3. That should win the piece. takes, and if, ooh, okay, there's an interesting idea of him inserting this. Knight e4 takes, so let me solidify that melee. Knight e4 takes king f1, queen e3, takes rook d3, and I win the bishop. Let's go. Oh, is there b5? No, the queen's hanging. Knight e4 takes. Bishop takes. Then there's queen b4. Queen b4, a3. And you lose the piece. Or the exchange, maybe. Okay. Knight e4 takes king f1, queen e3, and that's just me. Oh no, okay, king e4 takes, and here I have queen takes, and you can't play queen a3 anymore. Yeah, okay. Bro, what? Everything worked. I'm gonna check this one. I don't understand. Rook takes d4. What's wrong with my move? I think I'm winning. You take here. I thought I had bishop takes. And a3. Queen a5? What is that? And you're gonna go queen e1 check? And that's gonna compensate you for the piece? No. No. Let me, okay, I'll take the piece. What do you got? Queen, and you're winning? What? What? You're just telling me I just can't defend that c1 bishop. Okay. I was never gonna see this in a million years. Queen a5 refutes my line. Okay. Sure. That was something. Okay, so what's the line? Takes knight d5. Oh, there's a fork on e7. Yeah, I missed that. Okay. Yep. It's a good move. It's a good move. Oh, but you can toss the rook with check. And now what's the point? Oh. Queen g5 with the double threat of mate and rook and knight discovery. Yikes. It's a good move. Alright. I missed a lot in that puzzle. I've seen this before. They're mating motifs. Looking around. I'm pretty sure it's takes. You want to get either the pawn push or land a check. It's like takes, knight here. Takes, knight here. Rook must go here, otherwise I have a mate. Rook here. And now, if I give this check, that's just not going to be enough. Knight a5? No, that's not useful. I remember having a really hard time on this. The problem is if you give him time, he'll push one of these pawns. There was also this idea I had of going knight here. Come on, moving now. Like, this is a little slow, I think. Takes, boom, and then like F, or whatever pawn that is, G4. Takes. There's some G5 check. Problem is the recapture comes with check, which is very annoying. Also, if I try and sack in here, that's going to get checked really hard. God, I'm like almost positive this takes. I've seen this position before. Knight, rook, check. Then there's this check. Rook takes. Can I give this check first? Ooh, now that's something. Takes, check, takes, knight takes. I'm threatening mate and the rook, and I'm covering the checking square. Now we're in business. Check, takes, to hit. And I'm also threatening mate here. 2 mate threats and hits the rook. That's it. Yeah. Boom! Oh! I really don't want to fuck this up. Okay. King. If you go there, I have this. And I'm racing to the key square. King. This is just opposition, right? I'm gonna feel really dumb if I'm wrong about this. King. King. I have the opposition again. King. Okay, I'm playing the opposition. Great, and I'm gonna play the diagonal opposition. Play the direct opposition, and I outflank. Great. That's just one where I doubt myself because this is a puzzle that's showing up in the hard section, and I'm like, this looks so simple. And I would just feel so terrible if I mess that up. Bishop g7 is mate, I think. Takes check. Yeah, it's mate. Okay, this is complicated. There's a pin here. I'm winning the exchange. With just takes. And bishop here. Ah, there's this one, king f2. Hits the rook. If I go here immediately, there's a choke. I don't know if I care. The problem is I'm gonna have to step on a dark square, which, no, that's okay. Here, if you take, then this is lost. I think this check is the best. So check, king g7. You can't throw this check, the rook hangs. Takes with check. Bishop 3, I'm just a little bit of trouble concentrating. Just a hair. It's a little hard to concentrate. Oh, love her to death, but it's not making chess puzzles easy. Can we make song requests? I can't promise anything. You can. Okay, bishop. Let's refocus. Bishop. Check, king. Takes check, king. What do I have here? It's a little loose, but it's a light square bishop, which is not the most helpful thing in the world here. Check, king f1. It's not doing anything. That's not helping. I have this check. Check, takes, check, king here. Does this make any difference? It might make some difference, because now the rook can't bail with check. Oh, so that's interesting. Check, takes, check, bishop, king, like rook here. Rook. Check. No, the rook picks up the bishop again. I'm missing a candidate, I'm pretty sure. Check. Bishop, king. King f2, rook h1? That's a sneaky little move. That's a very sneaky little move. That's a winning move. That's the move. Check, bishop, or sorry, takes, bishop, king f2, rook h1, hitting this unprotected bishop. It's indefensible. If you move the rook, I grab that with check. I have rook g2 to get all my pieces out. Oh, I say that, but I'm not sure that's so true. After rook g2, king f1, if this piece, I can take the pawn and get out of dodge. Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. I just grab the exchange now. And I can stop the pawn. I can. Yeah. But you have to see rook h1 in that line. On let me show that. On bishop e4, he has he goes check, and then takes, and the discovery is nothing. Like this position, I'm not winning material. Yeah, but like yeah, sure, taking or. But the tactic only works if you play rook h2 first. It's not rook takes rook, it's rook h2. That's a hard move to find. Because you have to realize that you're going to sack this rook anyway, and you want to put the bishop on h2 to set up the future tactic. That's a cool move. Rook h2 is a star move, and then rook h1 is another star move. That's a nice series. All right, onward. White is going up the board. At first I thought black was promoting a lot of pawns. I'm up in exchange for a pawn. This is hanging. I'm seeing this motif of the pin. Yeah, check and takes, right? Check takes. That just wins on the spot. Great. That's a discovery and a half. It's a smother Anastasia. Check, 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 me. That's some pattern recognition right there. Boom. This is the Anastasia pattern. Very cute. It's like a combination smother mate with Anastasia's mate. That's a lot of knights that are all pinned. Okay, let me ask the obvious question of check. I'm down. I have a bishop for the queen. Okay. This is serious business. Check. That's close to mating. If queen blocks, takes, I'm up a piece. You have a lot of... No, that's just me. That's just me. Okay, so check, knight, takes, and bishop blocks. Rook g1 check. Oh my god, there's a fork. Beautiful. There's a fork. This is a forking square. So check takes bishop, bishop here. On bishop here we take, rook takes, rook g1 check, takes, boom. Grab the queen. On rook f3, same thing, takes, rook g1. Yep. Is there a move? Yeah, you have to take with check, and then go rook g1. Boom! Alright, what's going on here? Even-ish material. This queen looks a little overworked, but the knight is the only one attacking both these pieces. No, So what about some like bishop f3? Let me analyze all these captures really quickly. Knight f3, gf3. Queen here. f5. f4, excuse me. That looks so weakening. Ugh. Takes, queen takes, bishop takes. No, you don't even have to go f5 there, you have queen h, and then whatever this is, queen h4. This was the most promising. Takes, takes, queen e5. I just can't, after f4, I can't get on this light square diagonal. I can't go queen g5, can I? And land a knight check somehow? This knight is useless. I just need this knight to land on like h3, and it's mate. Or f3, anything. This knight just needs to land. I've been ignoring this rook. This rook has active possibilities as well. Can I win tempos somehow? Loose piece? Sort of loose piece? I think this knight needs to move something like knight g5 maybe. takes. And then I can't go knight g5, or I can, but it's not totally convincing. Takes, queen h5, and f4, and miraculously everything's defended. Takes, queen f4. Takes, I don't have this move. I'm missing something here. There's something I'm not understanding. Takes. Bish. No, the queen's protected. That's not working. This knight to g5? This knight to g5. h3. You don't even have to go h3. I don't know. You do have to go h3 actually, because I'm trying to get take this. I don't know. I don't see it. There's clearly a pattern that I don't have fully. Okay, knight here. My queen's would take. I win a tempo, but how great is that, right? I don't see it. I do not see the idea. I'm gonna look at chat just because I don't see the idea. Well, no one's posting any ideas. Y'all are useless. Knight on e to g4, h3, takes. A simple mind and not much to ask from somebody. You matter to me, I promise you do. You matter too, I promise you do. You'll see.
You want to come learn how to open a wine bottle?
I'm in the middle of a showing a thing, honey. Sorry. Maybe another day? I love you. I'm gonna take this. I don't see what to do. Okay. Maybe it's just a queen maneuver, like queen, and you're saying I can't stop that? There's f3 always though. Queen, f3. Maybe I can go with the ultra forceful. Ooh. Takes, check. Mate. Ooh. Should have looked at the more forcing lines. Takes, check. Check. Mate. Okay. And so takes, this has to be accepted. This cannot be accepted. But if you don't accept that, I'm coming in anyway. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Knight takes f g3. That went first. Why? Why not this? And king h3 refused this. Okay. Sure. All right. King h3. So let's see what it is. Knight g4 first. If you take it, then this really wins. h3 and knight h2 with a double attack. Serious? Are you serious? Oh man. All right, I was outclassed on this one. That was pretty. All right, let's do our last one. 8 of 9 with 2 strikes. This is gonna make or break the set. What's going on over here? It's like a mess over here. Some knight h6. What are all these pieces doing? Nothing. None of them are doing anything. Or some knight takes g7 maybe? Or some of this maybe? What if I take here first? Takes, check. What am I getting out of this? Nothing at all. Right. Some f4 maybe? Knight can't go there, knight can't go there, knight can't go there, knight can't go there. Knight could go there, knight could go there. I like this knight takes g7 idea, but I gotta make it work. Which I'm not succeeding in doing. This system of knights feels very fragile. But I'm not seeing anything concrete. Takes, check, king anywhere he wants, because every single square is safe. Because I don't have any tactics in this position. Bishop h6 is the stupidest suggestion I made yet. I got straight nothing. Knight g7, king g7, queen d2. That's so slow. It's also not even doing anything. With check and queen g5 coming. Can I play that slowly? Knight g7, king g7, queen d2. I'm not convinced I really have a threat. Let me look at this knight h6 again. No, first of all, he doesn't have to take it. King anywhere. King anywhere he wants. It's all safe. You can go. You can do whatever. F4, knight g6, e5. That's ridiculous. This knight is everything starts to be so loose. Can I do something with this piece? Or any of these pieces? They're all useless. I'm gonna go knight g7. I don't see what else I'm doing. Fine. Okay. It's a double attack on the g7 and f6 first. So I had sort of the idea, but I did it in a bad way. My idea was queen d2 here, and I thought I had threats, but apparently this knight just defends. Knight g8. That's a good move. If I don't get this check, I really have nothing. Reasonable. Alright, I'm gonna send this guy a challenge. I'm gonna switch over to this screen. Looks like my window's off a little bit. Most of the time, she is always mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. This is not what I asked for. Oh, this one's worth. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long for a game. Double act, yeah, hopefully we'll get some duets in. Let me close this, I don't need this anymore. I'm honest enough, leave it all back for a chance to start over, rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew. No, I'm not a professional singer. I just enjoy it. I'm well trained, I would say. I've taken lessons, but I'm definitely not a professional. Hannah's a professional singer. She wants to be an actress for musical theater. That would be fun. We could sing a duet. It might be hard with like delay though over the internet. No, I took lessons when I was a kid. But yeah, the opera singers in my club. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be right back. Still no game? Where is this guy? I guess he has 4 minutes. Got another big bag of chips to keep me company. You should be scared. You should be very scared of my 1975 classical rating. It keeps going down. I don't know what it is. I just play like an idiot when I'm online. Either that or everyone's cheating. Both are possible. Yeah, because you're the superstar at something pretentious. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You okay, honey? Something pretentious. It's funny you say that because my rating went up. I'm 2140 now. I had to check in on my girlfriend because she sounded like she was crying, but she was just listening to the Broadway soundtrack of Waitress, which was very emotional for her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lichess is gonna ban me, and then I'm gonna make a hour video claiming how it's unfair and I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, was that too spicy? I'm feeling a little spicy today. Also, I'm rated 2140 in like ultra classical, like long. Like I play the main type of control I play is 90-30. So you throw me in like a 10-0 game, it's a little bit different than a 90-30 game. Oof. You're on 2.5 something potentials? Oh, nice. We got a game. Alright, guys. Moment of truth. Hey, Hannah. Can you pick a number from 1 through 8? Can you pick a number from 1 through 8? 4. A beautiful choice. You were picking what pawn I was going to push to start the game. What a choice. Oh, Grunfeld? Do I remember anything against the Grunfeld? No. Great. I know I play this. Don't know if it's good. Yep. Oh, do I remember how to play these positions? Not in the least. It's a pawn sack. I know. I'm aware of that. I'm pretty sure it's e3 here. Ooh. Yeah, this line is a pawn sack. That's correct. I studied these positions a long time ago, and I don't remember them. Let me take a little bit of time here. Knight f3 is definitely played in these lines. I don't think an early rook b1 gets played. But now I'm asking myself, why not? Rook b1, b6. I think that rook wants to stay there for an a4 at some point. Let's go knight f3 and get castled. If I remember my lines, it's something like knight f3, bishop e2, castles, and then you go like knight g5. This is gonna be tough. I'm pretty sure you castle and then you go like knight g5. But really don't quote me on that. Yeah, you go like knight g5 and then on bishop e5 you go like e4, I think. Knight g5, bishop f5, or bishop somewhere like e4, and like the bishop goes to f3. I've looked at these lines before. Now I just have to try and remember them. Knight, this makes a lot of sense to me. You go knight g5 and like e4. I'm almost positive. That looks decent for me. I think this is correct. I feel like black is supposed to play more actively on the queen side. Like this knight is supposed to come out earlier. This looks pretty good for me, actually. I got him thinking at least. Hey, Drunk Chess, how you doing? I think I'm in book right now, or I think Black maybe played a little bit weirdly. The line that I'm looking at that I'm most worried about is bishop here, e4, bishop here, takes, and like h6. And that position is a little bit unclear to me because there's stuff like bishop takes f, or sorry, knight takes f7, which looks messy. There's also bishop takes f7, knight e6, but that one I'm not so sure about. That one I'm really not so sure about. But knight takes h7, queen f3. There's knight f6, e5. No. Bishop on c6. Might be possible to play knight. So this is cute. Knight h3. And then if you take here, I have rook e1 and I win e7, I think. You can throw in a g5, but then you play g5. And if you throw g5, I actually take this. Yeah, that doesn't work. All these lines look good for me. I like my position. I think I'm getting my pawn back. Or if not, I'm getting massive compensation. But, oh! So e4 was my idea. E4 takes. Yeah, like I put my knight on g5, I have to play e4. I said A, I need to say B. Okay. Takes. I've got my pawn back. Knight f6 takes. That position is incredible for me, no? Takes, knight b6 is the idea. Takes. Okay, moving the knight is probably just bad. So let's take this. Sort of process of elimination. Any knight move is going to be terrible, so let's take that. Here, I see no benefit in playing bishop g3. This just is a sensible move. So takes. Queen f3 and takes. That feels fragile. That feels very fragile. Queen c2. You can't take the knight. If you take with the queen, I can take here. And on rook e8, I actually can go bishop f3. And then put the bishop on like h4. Okay, so queen c2, rook e8 is reasonable. Preparing to take here with the queen. Rook e1. Queen takes. And this piece is hanging. Annoyingly. Very annoyingly. So a4. But then knight takes. a4, knight takes, queen c2. How do you protect this pawn? It won't be easy. It really won't be easy, actually. a4, knight takes queen c2. This pawn is just dropping, I think. Knight b6, a5 is my point. b5, and I take it. Actually, b5, you have issues on you have big issues on this diagonal as well. Maybe the queen should be going to d2 in these lines, which supports this bishop. Now that's actually maybe a good idea. It's not clear that the queen actually wants to be on c2. This diagonal is not so appealing. Queen d2. This move also looks very appealing. Queen d2, rook e8, rook e1. Queen takes bishop f3, queen here. I can take this. Wow, there's so many good moves. I have a wealth of riches. This piece is going to be a monster of a piece. I think black's going to have some big problems on the light squares. Queen d2, rook e8. I'm not sure. I think I like this line a little bit less because more pieces are coming off the board. What's going on in this a4 line? Don't really care about this pawn so much. Queen d2 seems like just a little bit more principled than a4, just because. So I guess the question I need to ask is, which pawn do I want to win? Do I want to allow this knight to sit here? The problem is then c5 comes with some force against the c3 pawn. Queen d2, knight takes, bishop takes, c5. Rook c1. Bishop h6. Trade that piece off. Queen d2, rook e8. Rook e1. What was going on in this line? Queen e2, rook e8. How am I getting my pawn back? Rook e1, queen d5, bishop f3, queen. Oh yeah, I was taking here. That really messes up his structure, but he's gonna go c5 anyway. That brings all his pieces to the center. I think I like that line less. a4 takes, c5. I could take on c5. Knight takes c3. Ugh. Queen d2. Rook e8. This also dodges my bishop h6 maneuver. Rook e1. Queen takes bishop f3. I like this queen d2 move. It's consolidating. I can always go a4, a5 later. He might take with the knight here anyway, just because that's a normal thing to do, and play c5 immediately after, and my queen is well placed on d2 there. Let's do it. I took a lot of time on that decision. I probably should have played faster. It's alright though. It is alright. I still think my position is good. Materials equal. I have the two bishops. With any luck, we'll get into a position where we trade these. I have this bishop versus that knight. I also have two nice open files. I have the B file and the E file. His open files don't matter too much, but he's gonna get probably pretty good play with C5. C5 looked quite annoying in most lines we were looking at. Yeah, the reason I picked this over a4 is I felt like one of the best lines I was seeing for him was knight takes d5, and a4 sort of encourages him to do that and doesn't develop a piece. So I thought if he might go knight takes d5 anyway, so I might as well develop a piece. I always have that a4, a5 later if I need it. I think I'm better, but I'm not hugely better. This bishop is very good. I need to get in like rook b1 or rook c1 at some point soon. That's the other thing about a4. a4 sort of commits my rook to staying on the a file. I think I need to move this rook quite soon. I was really worried that at the start of the game, Han was going to say 8, and I'd have to play h3. Oh yeah, clocks. I forgot I usually do that. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna go get a little bit of food while my opponent thinks. I expect here knight takes d5, but we'll see. I've been surprised before. It'll be fine. Knight takes d5 makes a lot of sense. And I expect if I play bishop takes c4, which is the first move on my radar, I will encounter c5. Bishop takes c5. Rook c1. Take. So there's DC. Ooh. Okay, that's complicated. DC, bishop, c3, Queen, queen, queen. That's two bishops for the rook. That's very good. But the other thing I saw was DC. On knight C, there's takes, takes, takes. But no, I don't. Oh, I checked. No, that's two pieces again. Two pieces of rook. Okay, if I don't play bishop c4, what am I doing with my life? Rook b1? Rook c1, rook a b1, rook a c1, rook a d1 are all reasonable suggestions. But this makes a whole lot of sense. So let's do it and figure it out later. A time-honored tradition. Do it now, figure it out later. What could possibly go wrong? It's only possible to take and then take here. However, I feel like that's probably not a good idea. That extra pawn won't mean much compared to this bishop. I think I am better here. I do think I have some advantage, maybe even a significant advantage. I think on any move other than c5, I have a massive advantage. Well, time for me to prove that, because I just... Okay, so there's a point here. That's a point. That is certainly a point. He's also covering the e7 pawn, which is a point. So a very, very logical move here would be rook e1. It's almost too logical, but no, rook e1 looks great. Rook e1 is doing everything I could ask for a move. I stop the threat. He might go e6, but that is a move I'm happy to see. I get more time, like rook b1. And he's still not going c5. So rook e1, c5 is probably critical, but now I really do want to take there. Queens are up. Takes. Rook here. Bishop f4, something like that. Hits a pawn. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's go rook e1. Let me pause just briefly. I could play a queen move, I could play a bishop move, but why would I do that when I can develop a new piece? Right? Let's play logical. Logically, I guess, would be the adverb form of that word. Yeah, I missed that this retreat did carry some threat, but I still think I have a very good position. This bishop is very strong. Very, very strong. That's a good move. Now, I was considering taking this, but I can clearly do other things. So it takes, but he doesn't have to play queen takes. In fact, he probably shouldn't. Something like takes and queen c7 is a little bit bothersome. I could go rook b1. Rook b1 I think is a good move. I want to get off this diagonal really quickly. Rook b1 takes. Any knight move will be a discovery. But this pawn is hanging with a forcaroni, which causes you some issues. Rook b1 takes knight d5, protecting the pawn. But I can take here even. Yeah, rook b1 looks like a really good move. Rook b1, b6, a4, rook b1, rook b8, it gets hit by bishop f4. Rook b1, queen c7 gets hit by bishop f4. Yeah, it's a good move. What about rook b1 takes rook c8? There's also rook b1 takes. That's very interesting. Rook b1 takes rook c8. Bishop b5. Something like rook. This knight needs to move, but the knight has no good moves. I think that's still okay for me. Rook b1 takes rook c8, bishop b5. And the bishop is really annoyingly pincering this square. Pincering that square? I don't even know what I mean by that. It's attacking that square. What else can I play? How's this takes? Takes, I was looking at queen c7. It's probably a good move. Takes queen c7. Rook b1. Takes. Takes. Rook d8. Bishop. e3. f4. One of them. Bishop f4. Rook c8. He's quick to the party. He's very quick to the party. This hangs though. e6. I think I have better maintaining the tension in the queens. I also can go bishop h6. That will hang a pawn, however. Bishop h6 takes. Takes is probably optimistic. This will be hanging. No, bishop hanging. Let's get my last piece in the game. That looks super solid. This appears to be a good move. I just want to step off this diagonal. I think bad things are going to happen to me otherwise. I have a lot of pressure on e7, which is making this very uncomfortable for him. These rooks, my rooks are so much better than his rooks. I took care of my rooks this game. They're happy. They're happy campers. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Oh, good. Headset falling. I'm back, baby. I like my position. I think I have a good position. I think we're good here. Doing good. I'm sort of threatening the 7th rank a lot, which is causing him some issues. Oh. The one issue with my position is the position of this bishop. It's a little loose on c4. It keeps getting hit with tempos from rook c8, which is a little bit annoying. Not a lot annoying, just a little bit annoying. But then the thing is, if he goes rook c8, he's not going rook b8. So it's a little up in the air. But also, if he's going rook c8, I kind of have to put my bishop on the b file. I can go like bishop e2 to f3. Maybe that's the right idea. Put the bishop on f3. Be a good piece there. Not worry about the king side so much. It's probably a good idea. f3, it also dominates the knight a little bit. Knight can usually come to d5, but just put pressure on the queen side. Go a4, a5. Maybe the queen belonged on e2. No, but then I didn't protect the c2 pawn, so I can move the queen to e2 at some point, but it definitely didn't belong there to start with. It also is doing a job defending d4 right now. I also do need some Luft for my king at some point. Maybe I could go g3 and bishop f1 to g2. Now that's another interesting idea. Sort of match this monster over here. Yeah, I sort of like the bishop on f1 going to g2. The thing that's nice about the bishop going to f1 is it doesn't get in the way of either of the rooks. So, for example, rook c8, bishop f1. Now I'm still I still have threats against both these pawns, which is just really annoying. Takes. Yeah, you probably can't go rook c7 because of bishop. Well, on rook c7, I just go g3 and get the bishop over. That's a little bit of an annoying idea, though, rook c8. This takes line is a little bit, I'm a little bit unsure about, because at the end, like, pawn takes, that's a really strong pawn. Granted, that's a really active rook. Some queen c2. This is hanging. Everything's protected. Where did my bishop end up? Bishop on f1. The thing about bishop e2 is it does end up on this diagonal one move sooner, which can make a difference in sharp lines. Takes, bishop e2, takes. Queen c2, rook c7. But when this pawn is gone, it doesn't really matter that the bishop's on f3, as much at least. So rook c8, maybe I don't take here, I go bishop e2, takes, rook c7, bishop f3, and I'm on the pawn again. I've really sent him in the tank on this one. He has a lot to consider here. He has to think about whether he needs to play a move like g6, rook b8, those are very passive moves, or if he really needs to play a move like rook c8. I would be very attracted to this rook c8 move. I think that's... I mean, you want to play actively and try and get this rook defending from c7. Yeah, sorry, I don't have much more to say. I mean, I can't really imagine what else he'd be considering. e6 is unplayable. Queen c7, maybe? But after queen c7, rook e... No, you can't play rook e8. It's gotta be rook c8, rook b8, or b6, I think. Maybe queen c7. You just can't let me... I guess you could trade here first. What's happening there? Takes. Rook takes. Takes. Queen takes. Takes, rook c8. Yeah, I don't know. So bishop e2 actually allows knight e4. That's a big problem. I don't think that move is playable. That's not something I noticed earlier. Glad I noticed now. So yeah, bishop e2 is unplayable. I might have to go for this bishop f1 plan. Oh, that's really unpleasant. Some bass going on outside. Not pleasant bass whatsoever. What's happening on takes? Queen c8. Takes queen c8, bishop a6. Something takes on c3. Probably b takes c. Ooh, no, but b takes c3. This queen is under the gun. But the bishop's not protected. Yeah, I think I need to recapture. Recapture. Queen c8 is a little bit annoying, actually. It sort of prevents rook b7. Okay, so that is something that I missed. Although it might not prevent rook b7 after this tension is resolved. Is queen takes too stupid? The answer is probably. Takes, and this pawn is hanging. A lot of pawns start to hang. Queen takes queen c7. Yeah, it's queen takes queen c7. That's a problem. Although bishop f4, queen takes queen c7, bishop f4 gets complicated. It gets really complicated. Queen takes, pawn takes, rook c8. Bishop d3, rook c7. That's holding everything. Bishop e2. Yeah, but with the queens off, this knight e4 doesn't matter. It's gonna hang here. Queen takes. Bishop e2, rook c7, bishop f3. All of a sudden, all my pieces are great. But I feel like after c takes, rook c8, I don't have this bishop e2 move. Very annoying. C takes, rook c8, bishop f1, rook c7. G3, rook d7. Some queen e2. Oh, that base, man. I think queen takes is not as stupid as it looks. The discoveries don't appear terribly dangerous. Queen takes, queen c7, bishop f4, say queen c6. But they get a little dangerous if I try and take stuff. Like rook e7. No. No. Queen a5? Queen a5 is a little bit of a nastier shot, hitting the bishop. Yeah, that I'm not a huge fan of. Queen a5. It's unpleasant. It is certainly unpleasant. Okay, let's go pawn takes. The bass, man. That is some pounding bass. That's like right into my head. Good move. So now the choice is where this bishop wants to go. It is possible to go bishop b3 and then to a4 to take this square away. Bishop f1, rook c7, g3, rook d7. Bishop here, rook takes, queen e2. Yeah, sure, queen e2, stay on the light square. And I'm picking up one of these pawns. Maybe even both. It is possible to sack this piece for double rooks on the 7th. Like takes. But that shouldn't be enough. Yeah, there's rook takes here. Very unpleasant. Okay, let's go bishop f1. That was my idea when I went into this line. I could go bishop h6. After this move. But let's start with bishop f1. Always play bishop f1, right? I also maybe have this idea of if the rook goes to d7, I can maybe chuck in a cute little bishop h3 just to be annoying. So my idea was to go g3. If no, d5 is not working. Yeah, let's continue the plan. Both my bishops are very good in this position. This piece is continuing to exert pressure on the e7 point, which is important, and this piece is going to come to some monstrous diagonal. This bishop does risk being a bad bishop in the endgame, but I think it's going to be traded off at some point on d4 probably, or on e7. I think it's going to be traded off at some point. I'm also thinking on rook d7, I might go bishop e3. If my point is on knight g4, I'll go bishop h3. knight takes, bishop takes rook. Okay, I need to calculate here. So bishop g2 is a very normal move, and the point is takes queen e2, and I'm going to net some pawns on the 7th. Importantly, he can't actually attack this piece with the rook. He can, rook g4. I could trade this bishop, but then we have opposite colored bishops. Bishop g2 takes queen e2, rook g4. It's a little annoying. Not gonna lie. A little annoying. But maybe that rook is trapped. Bishop f4. Followed by bishop f3 or something. The rook is really, really stuck. Bishop f4, knight. Knight anywhere, I take the rook. Okay, bishop g2 takes queen e2. Rook. If you go back, I take here. Take. I have rook e7 coming. No, not on queen c7. Oh no, the queen's on e2. I have queen e7, yeah. No matter what. So that looks reasonable. What happens here? Bishop e3. There's e6 in these positions. Bishop e3, just like e6, right? And then knight g4. I can go h3. There's knight d5 still. Yeah, that doesn't appear to do much. Bishop e3. Bishop e3, e6. And I'm sad. So let's go bishop g2, go for this line. Is there anything else I could do? No, this looks like a good plan. Open position, rooks and bishops. This knight is not happy. Knight is not happy. Not one bit happy. I was looking at queen c7 for a second, but that runs into rook b7. I think you have to take this. I think you've sort of stated your intentions. You might as well follow up. You said A, right? So say B. possible to go knight d5? You have enough support here. Knight d5, queen e2 doesn't look great. Knight d5, maybe I can take actually, and take on e7 with the bishop. That's a nice fork. A fork-a-roni, as they say. Yeah, knight d5 is unplayable. Knight d5 takes, bishop takes, rook takes. I just move the queen, and the fork stays. Queen, I don't know, c3, c2, whatever that square is. Queen c2, queen c8, actually. Queen c1 even. Should win the exchange. b6, huh? Well, now this rook is not achieving much here, so rook d1 comes to mind. Rook d1, knight. If the knight moves somewhere, then again there's problems on this square. Could also go rook c1. Come in for that side, but I don't have control of this square. I also have this move bishop c6 takes. Queen e2. Rook here is a problem. Bishop takes. Queen. I don't really like that move. I don't see what I accomplish. Rook d1, knight. Knight d5 is bad. Rook d1, knight. Knight g4, queen e2. Knight h5. Queen e2 takes. Still looks pretty good for me. What about d5? So rook d1 is actually maybe showing a little inkling of wanting to push d5. Because d5 right away takes. It's not quite working because the rook hits the queen. I could move the queen. Queen b4 is interesting. Queen b4 takes. Again, my queen is, or my pieces end up active. Queen b4, rook e8. d5. Let's go rook d1. Because on e6, this is a pin all of a sudden. Queen e3. Knight g4 is an issue. Let's go rook d1. Get the rook to a sensible square. I need to start playing a little bit faster. That's not working. That's probably not working either. e6, I'm eyeing up this move bishop f4. The point of going bishop c6, a little bit annoyingly. But e6, bishop f4, knight d5. Now knight d5 is the real deal. e6, queen f4. There's knight d5. No, I take that. And you're in trouble. Maybe I can go for some h4, h5 at some point. E6, queen f4, knight h5. There I can move the queen though and say you put your knight on h5. But this pawn will hang humorously. Or not so humorously, depending on who you ask. But there I have queen f3. Which means you can't take here. And if the queen moves g4, and you have issues with the knight, so I think you have to go knight f6 back. And then I really don't know what's going on. Then I can go d5, I think. No, I still can't. How annoying. I really wanted this rook on c1, but I couldn't quite make it happen. Maybe this bishop wants to take a journey to b5 somehow. Oh no, queen f3 is actually hanging this in that line. e6, queen f4, knight h5. I can't go queen f3, the bishop hangs. I kind of have to go like queen h4, which looks beyond stupid. I don't know. And this bishop also wants to remaneuver, I think, especially after e6. It's really not the main issue in the position. I can always go into opposite color bishops. With e6, d5. Takes. Bishop takes. Is the pin going to be a problem? I don't think so. Shouldn't be, at least. I actually have threats of taking, if he's not careful. I think he almost has to play e6. Unless there's some like issue I'm seeing with e6. Or I'm not seeing with e6, excuse me. What's the point of this? It's escaping the pin. He wants to play e6. But this lets me get my rook c1, which I was very, very desiring of. Rook c1 to rook c4. That seems pretty good. I could also go d5. That might be even better. d5, rook d8. My pieces are stacked awkwardly. Yeah, d5, rook d8, and I think I have issues with this pawn because of the improper, how the queen's in front. It's very annoying. d5, rook d8, rook c1. Interesting thing is that the queen, after rook d8, starts to have not a lot of squares. d5, e6 is ultra interesting, because I can't take it. Let's go rook c1. Some like combination of rook c1 and queen b4. I think this move is makes a lot of sense, activating the queen. Queen a6 should not be an issue. Queen a6, bishop c6. And your rook is running very low on squares, actually. For a moment, I thought I blundered this move, but that's ridiculous. It's unprotected. And my rook on c1 is protected twice. So my idea is if back... Okay, that was your plan. Bishop c6? No. And I'm going to grab this, I think, actually, by force. Bishop c6. Rook somewhere, bishop here. Or if rook back, I just grab it immediately. Yeah, let's do it. Am I missing something? No, this seems pretty sound. I think I'm winning e7 here. My bishops are monsters. Total monsters. Either that or the rook ends up on e6 and I just totally blast open his structure. Both outcomes are very good. Yeah, I didn't think this was possible. I think you have to go like queen d8 or something. Friend to take this again. And then I was going to go rook c4 and then maybe do this stuff. And there's not going to be a pinning issue here because the queen is on this. So there shouldn't be any pinning issue if the rook ends up here. Also, the rook on e7 is going to be a monster. A monster, I say. Bishop f4 takes is totally nothing. You have no compensation. So yeah, let's do it. I wish I could get this move in somehow. Can't do this either. Very annoying. Hey honey, are you taking off?
No.
Oh, I didn't see you. You give me all of you. Yeah, I think this queen c8 move was a big opportunity for me, because if he goes e6, I don't have any play against the e7 pawn. And I thought on e6 the pin really isn't anything, because the piece is defended twice, and if queen f4, you can unpin with knight h5, which is annoying. So I think that was a big opportunity. Ooh. Alright then. You okay?
Yes.
Well, I accept the exchange. Now I kind of want to go d5, right? If I play d5, that the bishop will be poor. I think that was a bit of an overreaction from him, but maybe losing the e7 pawn is just worse. Yeah, he might be right. I'm not totally sure. I also have this queen f4 move. Queen f4, knight. No, that's not playable. Queen f4, queen c8. Yeah, queen f4, queen c8. Bishop b7. No, because the second rook is going to hang at the end of the line. It's a good try, but it's 2 rooks for the queen. But I'm up in exchange. What would that... That's probably not great for me. It's probably not my best. I can just go like bishop g2. Bishop g2. This d5 move, I think it sort of shuts the bishop out of the game in a weird way. Not really what I want. Queen f4. I think queen c8 is totally forced. Although now that actually might lead to some pinning issues. But how do you abuse it, right? No, well, this will hang. Yeah, let's go bishop g2. Just play sensible up in exchange. Be sensible. Not even a pawn. He didn't even get a pawn. So bishop g2, rook here. I guess like queen b. Then I'd have bishop h3, e6 though. Queen f4, queen c8. So that's an idea. Just make him retreat. Queen f4, queen c8, and then go bishop g2. And then your queen's all the way on c8. Queen f4, knight d5 takes, queen f4, queen c8, or sorry, queen f4, rook c8, rook e7. Am I having any problems there? I think I'm in just in time. I can always go like d5 or something stupid. Oh, hold on. Queen f4. I am... rook c8. Rook e7. Knight d5. I have takes. I'm actually on this rook with the queen. Queen a2. I don't want to give this pawn. I don't want to give him connected path pawns. That seems like a mistake. For some reason. Don't know why. Just seems like it might be a mistake, you know? Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Jabra. I need to get this moving at some point. Something like h4, h5. It's gonna. I'm not to attack the king, just to move the majority. Yeah, I thought you might. And if I go bishop h3, you're gonna go e6. So maybe rook c2. Rook c2. Any knight move d5. Could go. No, I can't go d5. I can go d5 right away. Am I running into pinning issues? I am. Let's go rook c2. I want to get in on the c file. Or the e file. I want to use a file. I'm also protecting my a2 pawn. This rook is very multi-purpose here. Here I wanted to go queen b4 and unpin. Could also go queen f4 and unpin. Queen f4, rook c7 is an idea. Queen f4 hangs this actually. No, queen f4 doesn't hang this. It's still protecting. Yeah. Silly. Queen f4, queen a. 4. Let's improve this piece. rook here, queen a4, I have rook c4. I'm on a knight move, knight g4. Let's do this. I'm going to play for some activity. On knight move, I can go d5 actually. Break up the team. Let's go take and rook c4. Maybe I don't want to take that. It's a good knight though. I'll take that. Rook c7. Could go rook c4. e5. Queen g5. Rook c7. Rook takes queen g5. I have queen e7 coming. That looks very dangerous. It's very hard for him to defend on the light squares. Maybe he has rook. No, he won't have rook. Okay, he might have rook f5. Rook c7 takes. Queen g5, rook here. Queen e7. Rook f5. Rook c4. b5. Bishop f8. Rook c4, b5, rook c6 maybe. Let's go rook c4, it just keeps everything solid. I want to break this pin with a queen f4 at some point. I'm going down into the increment here, which I'm not thrilled about. I think I might want to throw this g4 move to take away this square. Just be annoying. A pest, if you will. Be a pest, be a pest. There's some issues if my queen goes to the h file as well, actually. Rook here, takes, 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 here, check. Rook c7 takes, queen g5, rook up, queen h4. Gives you pause, no? Or I could go check, queen f4. Yeah, checking queen f4, this is gonna hang actually. I missed that earlier. Yeah, let's do that. And I have a check coming here as well. This must be good for me. I have things like take, take, rook. Take, take, rook. And that's a winning ending. I think take, take, rook here, check, king up, check, king up. Check, king up, check on c6, king h3. You have no check, and you can't defend your... No, you can defend your bishop from c3. Queen c3. I just take on a7, right? You're totally paralyzed. What else can I play? This move? Let's do this. This move was interesting. Trying to get this check. Maybe it was winning too. Very possible. I can always go back and around if I need to. I would love to trade queens. That would be the dream. I think the real issue is king and pawn should be lost after I win a7, because I force him past h-pawn, wrap these pawns up the a-pawn runs. I'm going to see what chat has to say, just because I think, or what chat has been saying, just because I think this game is pretty wrapped up. We're talking about processors. Oh, I forgot to change the stream title. Oh my god. And I didn't have my friendly reminders to tell me. This is not on Chessy. I'm sorry, guys. This is quirked versus morallygray on leechess.org. Oh boy. I changed it only like 2 hours into the game. Is this Destiny 2? What are you guys, y'all are weird. Wow, there was a lot of chat that miss. There weren't any tactics. I was lying. The stream title was wrong. I'm so sorry. It's just a game I'm playing for the Light Chess 45, Lead Chess 45 league. You can check it out online. It's pretty cool. And another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Dum, 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 bum, bum, bum. So it's not affiliated with leadchess.org. What it is it's a league, a team league, with a time where games are played with a time control of 45 minutes with a 45-second increment, which is what this game is being played with. And a lot of the moderators or important people for the league are developers on Lead Chess. So there is like some connection there. It's not officially, but all games are played on Lead Chess, and it's fun. You get placed on a team with 6 people. And you try and win your matches. There's usually 8 weeks, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. That move. Okay, that's interesting. He's looking for this check. That shouldn't help though. I still have king h3. Like rook takes this one, check, check. King h3. This check trades queens, which means you lose. Takes check, check, king up. There's no good check here. This was more accurate than checking immediately, but it's just not good enough. His position is so hopeless. Because he gave himself this check, but unfortunately for him, it doesn't make a difference. I just hide on h3 anyway. I'm threatening to take here twice. The king and pawn is hopelessly lost. Just go h4, g4, h5. Take everything. Call it a day. Although I have to be careful of the rook pawn. I would rather just trade queens because the rook versus bishop ending is really, really winning. Where the king and pawn, there could be little things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Only moves are to protect bishop. Let me do some calculation here. Takes, king g4. That must be winning. If it's not winning, I'm an idiot, and I deserve to lose. Just winning. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I'm an idiot. I deserve to lose. How long is this game going on? Oh, 2 hours plus. No long game. Long game. Time to open my handy dandy big bag of chips. Oh yeah. Get it right over here. Hey Hannah, where's the birthday party? Is it on the Upper West Side with in his apartment? I'm just gonna queen this F pawn, not worry about the rook pawn. Give him the old shoulder hit. This is probably fine too. F4, F5, yep. F4, now you have the opposition there. Opposition. Gonna outflank. Don't know why I'm still playing. Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Good game. Do I have a big bag of chips when I play with the board? No, I bring Nature Valley granola bars with me. $19 rook takes b8 or b7. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Yeah, this queen a6 move was where I really got my advantage. I think I didn't have much advantage before this. I thought my position was pleasant here. I thought I played sensible chess. I was happy with the way I played. Oh, d5. So I guess um, I should give the analysis that was, we were talking about this moment where he played queen c8, which I thought was questionable because it allows me to take control of the c file. I thought he should play e6, and my point was you can go queen f4, but queen f4 I think actually runs into this knight h5, and black unpins very successfully. But he said he was worried about d5, but I thought this was just a draw because in order to get this pawn back, I have to take on f6, but that will leave opposite colored bishops on the board. For example, it takes. It's saying black is better here, but I was looking at this line, which it just looks like dead drawn to me. So yeah, I didn't believe in this at all. Just like king g7, call it a day, right? No one has any real initiative. I have to take some time to unpin this bishop, which is a little bit annoying. And so yeah, I thought he could play e6 right away because after queen c8. It's a little bit annoying. I was going to go rook c1, and I think he has to go back because this is just a blunder, and I'm winning after this. And I found a nice win there. But after queen d8, it wasn't so clear. I was planning on doing this. I don't know if it's good or not. This was my plan. And yeah, something like this. Engine's giving queen a5, but it should be equal. Queen a5, rook b2, and yeah, the position's about equal. Weakness, weakness. I'll try and go d5. But after queen a6, this bishop c6 just is so problematic. It actually wants to take on c6. So yeah, the computer's trying to give away the exchange, but yeah, you're in hot water here. It wanted to go queen f4. I wasn't so sure about giving this pawn away. I was looking at queen f4, rook c8. I guess I should have just known my activity would be killer here. I thought I had a little something out of the opening here. So yeah, e3 is the move. Bishop e6 is the move. Knight f3 is correct. Bishop g7, yeah. Bishop e2, yeah. There's also apparently queen b1 lines here. That's interesting. Just trying to strike at this without moving the rook. Yeah, bishop g7, bishop e2. Yeah, I think it's better to play knight d7 there. The point is you really want that knight to go to b6 like ultra quick. Because white has good scores in these positions. You can even go knight d7 here. Just because you really want this knight on b6. It does two good things. It protects this pawn, and it stunts the b file. And yeah, if a4, a5 comes, but that takes time. But here, apparently I don't have a ton, but I think this position is good. Knight g5 is correct. Let me check the book on that. So knight d7. Yeah, knight g5 is correct. Bishop d5, e4, all correct. h6, takes on d5, correct. Takes on g5, correct. Takes on g5, knight b6. And queen d2. Yeah, I played this really well, I thought. And here, yeah, here I thought his knight f6 was wrong. But apparently I didn't play correctly. The computer is giving queen d3, which I don't really understand at all, to be honest. So like queen d3, c5, with a similar version of the game. I guess the point is that the bishop on c4 is defended, which means I don't lose time with the bishop. I wanted to go rook a d1. I thought about that briefly, but rook a b1 made a lot of sense. Yeah, queen d3 is a hard move to play. Rook fe1 just makes so much sense. He played this well from here. c5 was a good move. I mean, when you're a Grunfeld player. Queen d3. Oh! I totally missed that. No. Huh. So say c5 takes? I missed this idea. This was not on my radar at all. And it's saying that black is winning. We're close to winning. Highly suspicious. It says black is just winning. So yeah, you're threatening g6 in the future after maybe a preparatory move of bishop b3 of some sort. Yeah, I wasn't. I liked my move. I think it's a good move. I will stand by that move. Rook a b1, maybe it's not a great move. Maybe rook a d1 makes more sense. I can understand that. Yeah, here it wants to go queen d3 again. That makes more sense here, I think. I think bishop f1 was a little slow. Because white just has a lot going on here. Pressure down the open files, the rooks are very good. Two bishops. Yeah, you have an IQP, but I mean, you're threatening to play d5 really fast. So queen d3 here makes quite a bit of sense. Yeah, this bishop f1, it was interesting, but it probably wasn't that great an idea. Rook c7, g3. Bishop g2 is a good move. My opponent was saying that he was worried about something after the immediate c5. Remember back here he played knight f6 first, but I was mainly analyzing c5 here. I thought this might be okay for me, but I wasn't sure what was going on. But he has yeah, I mean that's easy to miss deep into a line like this. I mean it's not so deep, but yeah, this is the sort of thing that is definitely missable. He was worried about this line, and the point is, I hit the rook and I want to take on c5 with the bishop, which would just be game over. But rook c8 and there's a pin along the d file. Who am I? Yes, I'm quirked. Rook fe1, yeah. So yeah, after bishop f1 is probably too slow. This all makes sense. Rook bd1 makes sense. Rook c1 makes sense. And yeah, now I'm winning. Yeah, so I just played solid chess. I thought I had a good position. My opponent made one slip up, and then it's all over. Let's see what happened in the conversion. It wants to go queen f4 here and just play for the activity. Yeah, I should have trusted the activity there. I definitely should have trusted the activity there. I was worried about something like this, but I mean, like, come on, right? How can this possibly? The problem is, I've given him connected pass pawns, but he runs so fast. You're probably going to give the knight for that, but you can't really give the knight for that. There's so much pressure. So yeah, that was overly cautious. Rook d7. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do here. He wants to go bishop c6 back and say, like, let's try that again. But okay, rook c2. e6, rook ec1. That was a good move. Now I'm starting to play for the activity. I'm not going to grovel here with a move like rook f or rook ed1. Not that I'm groveling, but this move just plays to go mating. Knight d5, taking is correct. Yeah, rook c4. I missed that I have check and win. So I should just play this. But he doesn't do anything about it, so now I find it. And now it's just disaster. Total disaster. Oh, it wanted to go for this line, but it's all the same. It's all winning. And this one, I just didn't want to miss any like way of getting this rook checked off. But it shouldn't happen because I go on light squares only. But yeah, rook d7, just disaster. Also, queen takes it. This makes sense. Check, check, and it wants to go f3, but hey, just take, right? king pawn. Let's go. Game over. Yep. GG. I'm gonna sign off because I've been streaming for a while. Oh, sorry that the board is, or that we're a little bit off on our analysis board window. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Yeah, this is my pet line against the Grunfeld, the bishop g5 line, which is a pawn sacrifice, as my opponent played, but I don't think he played it quite correctly because he has some issues. You can go e4 here. I saw this question in chat, I think from Ali Quantis. You can go e4. The problem is, when your bishop's way over here, this diagonal becomes a little bit vulnerable, so it's nice to have a little bit more support for that diagonal. So if you go like e4, then like, well, first of all, b5 becomes possible, a4, c6, and this sort of becomes like Botvinnik-ish, but the other thing is like, I might go c5 at some point and be annoying like that. And I think black is already doing well. And I'm just gonna like castle bishop e7 c5, or like a6 c5. And so I don't like these e4 positions. That's why e3. Just making sure, first of all, you can't go b5 because I go queen f3. Or I go a4 and then I go queen f3, excuse me. e5, a4, c6, takes, and you lose a lot. So you just can't. And the other thing is, this diagonal is stronger. Yeah, anyway, sorry, that was a random tangent. Yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you probably next week for some more streams. Have a good night, guys.